A giraffe's heart weighs over 25 pounds and must pump blood 2 meters straight up. Yet it can still run faster than most humans. This is the giraffe like you've never seen it. The African savanna holds many secrets, a vast stage for the drama of life. But among its cast of characters, few are as visually striking or as enigmatic as the giraffe. Standing as the tallest land animal on Earth, it is a creature of seemingly impossible proportions, a gentle giant that has roamed these plains for millennia. It moves like a living sculpture against the vast open sky. Its form is so iconic, so instantly recognizable, that we often assume we understand it completely. But familiarity can obscure the truly extraordinary. Because hidden within that towering frame is a biological marvel, a masterpiece of evolution that defies simple explanation. By the end of this wildlife documentary, you'll understand the intricate strategies giraffes use to survive predators, the genius of their physiology in managing extreme blood pressure, and the delicate balance of their life on the African savanna. We will explore 3 key mysteries. First, the evolutionary pressures that drove their necks to such incredible lengths. Second, the incredible internal systems that keep these giants alive. And third, their present and future, and how we can become their greatest allies. Giraffes are the quiet sentinels of African wildlife, often misunderstood, surprisingly resilient, and absolutely essential to their ecosystem. Their story is one of spectacle, survival, and surprising vulnerability. Stay with us as we reveal the profound truths behind this magnificent animal, transforming simple admiration into a deep and lasting appreciation. To understand the giraffe of today, we must travel back in time. Millions of years into Africa's deep past, early giraffes roamed a changing continent. They were modest in size, with necks not yet the defining feature. Climates shifted, landscapes changed, and competition for resources intensified. The competing browsers hypothesis suggests longer necks evolved to reach food others could not. A slight height advantage meant better access to treetop foliage. Over generations, small advantages compounded. Natural selection favored those who could reach higher and thrive. But feeding wasn't the only driver. Sexual selection also shaped their anatomy. A longer, stronger neck helps win mates and pass on genes. Together, survival and reproduction forged the giraffe we see in the wild today, a living emblem of evolution across Africa's open plains. The giraffe's neck is its most iconic feature, a marvel of evolutionary engineering. But beyond its impressive length, its internal structure is even more remarkable. It contains just 7 cervical vertebrae, the very same number found in humans, but each one is scaled to an extreme, elongated to incredible proportions. Each vertebra can exceed 10 inches, linked by highly flexible ball and socket joints, and supported by a complex web of powerful muscles. A thick, elastic neutral ligament runs down the neck, acting like a giant rubber band to support the head's immense weight without constant muscular strain. To service this towering body, the giraffe possesses a supercharged cardiovascular system. Its heart can weigh over 25 pounds, with exceptionally thick muscular walls. This powerful organ pumps blood nearly 2 meters upward to the brain, generating the highest blood pressure of any mammal on Earth. In the legs, a layer of tight connective tissue acts like a compression stocking, preventing blood from dangerously pooling in its lower extremities. But what happens when it lowers its head to drink? The sudden change in elevation should cause a lethal pressure spike in the brain. Here, another adaptation takes over. The rete mirabile, a complex network of arteries and veins that acts as a pressure-regulating sponge. It absorbs the sudden surge of blood and releases it steadily, a brilliant biological solution that prevents catastrophic brain damage. Its feeding tools are just as specialized. A prehensile tongue, up to 20 inches long, is darkly pigmented to resist sunburn during long hours of foraging. Tough, leathery lips and dexterous movements allow it to delicately pluck nutritious leaves from between sharp thorns, completely unscathed. Even its coat is a masterpiece of function. The unique patch patterns provide camouflage and help shed heat through a network of blood vessels that act as thermal windows. From head to hoof, every part of the giraffe is a testament to adaptation, a biological engine perfectly built for an extraordinary life in the wild. For a giraffe, life revolves around a near-constant search for food. Their immense size demands an enormous amount of fuel. Because of this, these gentle giants spend up to 16 to 20 hours a day eating, methodically stripping branches with practiced ease. Their diet consists of leaves, flowers, and fruit, mostly from the treetops, a buffet out of reach for most other herbivores. Thorny acacia is a favorite, its sharp defenses rendered useless against the giraffe's tough prehensile tongue. An adult male may consume over 75 pounds, or 34 kilograms, of foliage per day. They get most of their moisture from leaves, but still need to drink water every few days. A truly perilous task. Splaying their long front legs and lowering their head leaves them unbalanced and vulnerable to predators like lions. In this position, their vision is limited, and their reaction time is slower. So they often drink in groups, taking turns to stand guard while others quench their thirst. Sleep is just as precarious and therefore fleeting, often just 30 minutes to 2 hours per day, taken in short bursts. These short standing naps keep them ever vigilant and ready to flee from danger at a moment's notice. Deep sleep on the ground is rare and brief. The process of standing up is slow and clumsy. Their social structure is fluid, with herds constantly changing, but the bonds between mothers and their calves are incredibly strong. They communicate through a surprising range of sounds, including infrasonic hums, snorts, and hisses, often too low for human ears to detect. But here's the strangest thing about giraffes. Despite the physics stacked against them, they can sprint over 35 miles, or 56 kilometers per hour. It's a unique rocking gait, a pendulum of legs and neck moving in concert, a motion that seems at once awkward, yet profoundly graceful. Within their usually peaceful world lies a brutal, balletic ritual. Bulls engage in necking to establish dominance and mating rights. Thickened skulls and horn-like ossicones deliver punishing blows. Impacts can be heard across the savanna. Head and neck can exceed 500 pounds, 225 kilograms. A well-aimed strike can stun, break bones, even prove fatal, though death is rare. Fights last minutes or more, ending when one male yields. The victor gains access to fertile females. Natural selection in motion. Juveniles spar at low intensity, practicing for adulthood, a dance of dominance that shapes giraffe social order and evolution. The longer, thicker, more powerful the neck, the greater his success in feeding and fighting. Despite their size, giraffes face deadly enemies. Adult giraffes fall mainly to coordinated lion prides. Isolation, chase, overwhelm, targeting legs to bring them down. But the hunt is high risk for predators. A giraffe's size is its shield, its kick, a weapon, forward or backward, strong enough to shatter a lion's skull or spine. Most think twice before testing a healthy adult. For the young, danger begins at birth. A 2-meter drop starts life. They can stand and run quickly, yet remain vulnerable. Lions, hyenas, leopards, wild dogs, all prey on calves. Calves hide while mothers forage, but vigilance can't be constant. In many regions, only 25 to 50% survive their first year. Survival is a testament to protection, luck, and growing strength. Beyond lions lies a greater danger, a silent extinction driven by us. Giraffe numbers have fallen about 30% in 30 years. A crisis overshadowed by other megafauna. Habitat loss and fragmentation sever food, water, and mating routes. For a roaming browser, a shrinking home is a slow death. Illegal hunting for bushmeat, hides, and tails adds pressure, worsened by conflict. Genetics reveal up to 4 distinct giraffe species that do not interbreed in the wild. Some species number only in the hundreds. We risk losing entire branches of their evolutionary tree. The giraffe documentary we tell today may soon become a eulogy, unless we act. In the face of decline, scientists, conservationists, and communities are fighting back. Population monitoring, GPS tracking, and genetics guide protection. Protected reserves and habitat restoration give giraffes room to roam. Non-lethal crop protection and sustainable livelihoods reduce conflict. Ambitious translocations re-establish herds where they disappeared. You can help by supporting reputable organizations on the ground. Fund research, patrols, and community education. Choose responsible travel that empowers conservation. Standing taller than any animal on Earth, the giraffe reminds us how fragile even the giants of nature can be. Subscribe for more African wildlife and giraffe facts, and comment your favorite giraffe documentary moment. Keep exploring animals in the wild. Watch our next wildlife documentary now.